Good morning. How na day? Today na Wednesday. With the time Baba Goddess, our eye don't already see today. I will say work day simple for you where we yesterday. Work day very genge for us. My name is Montine Lolo, one of every. Welcome to Good Morning Niger show this beautiful morning. And of course, you know, so we go give you the balanced diet of entertainment. That means say we go check inside with papers to know what thing they happen. It can't be like say minor, now be the one way they synonymous with corruption now. Because I hear so many, it was very prominent on top of our papers yesterday. Yeah, it can't be like, say, the guy is still prominent today. But we go give you all the etc. things that will happen on top that one today. All right, the only thing you go need to do is say you go sit down with us to enjoy the show. Welcome.
All right, now, apart from minor, where they actually make the headlines for the papers this morning, our past president, too, a lot of people, they come outside talk, say he must to answer question as regards to fraud. Waiting they happen, we go on to more informate once time which was Chuka inside the papers. And apart from that, we get stories all over the world, so we go give you international stories today. Now, how you go feel if you actually see a very nice dress online and you can't order them online, say, I beg, I want buy this dress, you pay for them. And then when you receive the package, now plenty Igbo there inside them. How you go feel?
That's something really terrible.
I tell you.
Maybe now some smugglers or people them where they do badness, they feel use a person take the courier drugs. And before you know it, they want to come and collect it back from you. That makes you put you at a security risk.
I tell you.
It can't be like what they watch for a film.
Especially if the online seller is a very popular name. We're going to give you more information concerning that. And this morning we go enter Zimbabwe because now a new ministry has been created just to monitor social media. We got some more updates concerning this and plenty more of things that happen around the world. Don't forget that we're online. We're on top Facebook, follow us. We're on top Twitter, follow us. We're on top Instagram, follow us at Wazobia Max. My name is Uvi Ehigiamutoy, your one and only Benin Princess. Good morning, Niger. All
right, we will just grab small break here by the time we will come back. And we'll go there very, very ready to dig into our newspapers to see. I'm very anxious about this story where we just put down for grand now. But stay with us when they come back. Good morning, Niger. Good morning, All right, welcome to Good Morning Niger show again. If you just join us, yeah, just in time for us to enter into a short discussion on top of some things them where they cause palaver for inside our polity. Because our polity now is riddled with a lot of things. This one, they say, Senate don't indict Okonjo-Iweala. They talk, say, her memo where she writes, will cause 1.7 trillion revenue loss. Say she writes one memo will cause that amount of money loss. They said the Senate ad hoc committee on top alleged misuse and under remittance and other fraudulent activity. Don't talk say revenue agencies shortchange the federal government to the tune of 1.7 trillion naira on remitted money from between 2012 to 2016. And they can't blame this one on a memo where former Minister of Finance, Mrs. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, where she be right. They said she issued the memo to agencies to remit 25% of the revenue where they generate to federal government and spend 75% on their own expenditure. They said this one is one interim report where the committee where the committee been looked, and the committee they chaired by Senator Olamileko Adiola, and they laid this one before the Senate last week Thursday, and they even cite a copy of this correspondence on top Monday. And they thought said this panel can say the amount to be remitted to the government for the 93 agencies where they investigate now 21.5 trillion naira. And the court say 25 out of these 93 agencies defrauded the government of plenty numbers. That one might be the thing where they grant now, and they call the itemized different company, different parastatals and agencies, and how much they remit, how much they suppose remit. So, ladies and gentlemen,
tell us more about this memo. She get right to actually issue this memo?
Yes, she get right to issue the memo based on, the portfolio where she been covers at that time. But now the problem is, they get some kind, as we call it, lacuna, some kind of loopholes where they inside the memo, will cause this excess, how I go talk now, this excess revenue loss for the government. And now the issue be say, not be today we know say government don't get revenue loss, but this amount will come out now, 1.7 trillion naira. Now if you go down the bottom of this story, you go see say, no be only she been involved in this particular thing. I will still come back to Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala like you been asked. But quickly, I want to add. Now, they say the report also indicted the Federal Inland Revenue Service, which generated 445.5 billion, but allegedly failed to remit 33 billion. Where that money been go? Also, they say, the Nigerian Port Authority, that's NPA, remitted 86.6 billion, but consolidated revenue fund when it generated 789 billion.
Wow.
Nimas herself did there, even NTA did there. Now the question comes and say, people they make money, but they know they remit the actual money. The one supposed to give the government. So where all this money they go? Good question.
And what is her criteria? Well, because we know she's an intellectual,
yes,
and there are financial formulas to this thing. Is that the constitutional requirement that they use 75% for themselves and remit 25%? Because I know she could she have just...
Of course, not be someone to where she feel just wake up, begin say, now, what does make una do with this? Question supposed to come out. If she by herself just raised that particular issue, yes, without any, like you just said now, without any constitutional backing, or without any ruling we're supposed to be on ground before to justify this particular thing where she do, then she should have been called to book. So yes, now one of two things. Either now so it be already before she come there, or now she just go around the laws to do that one and nobody been talking anything about her. Okay. So the unfortunate thing now be say, like you just rightly asked, where all this money they go. Now they get one thing where Chukudi they always talk anytime when in day with us. They always talk about accountability. The people where they do badness for this country, particularly government agencies, they no be spirits. Everybody they see them, everybody sabi them. They get name, they get location. How come say nothing they happen? Well, good enough. Somebody go say at least this time we don't they hear of things where they happen, the good and the bad. Remember, I said some weeks ago, the Minister of Finance talking about Mrs. Kemi Adeosun. She been come and talk say, after they do this last jam, about 3 billion naira was remitted physically. And then the man where remit the money talk say, as the head of the agency been talk say, they still have some pending 2 billion coming, which go add them up to 5 billion. After everything not conclude. So now if this year they feel remit 3 billion going to 5 billion, meaning say every year when they do jam, excess funds they where all this money they go. Which is the basic problem where everybody they ask now. This one I don't turn revelation where people they still say, no be say money no day. As a matter of fact, money there to execute government projects and some excess still there where they supposed to remit back to the government.
So would you say she did the wrong thing? Because now, say would they try, I just try raising them another place, okay, keeping 75% for yourself. Did you think at that time we should be Minister of Finance, ministries and other parastatals they suffer not paying their workers' salary? Because imagine how that 75% will actually help to revive a ministry.
Yes.
Now,
of course. Now, nobody said they keep 75 for themselves. This is not to execute.
Running costs. Projects. They have to pay projects. Salaries.
Yes. Rather than knowledge running to federal government.
Because I know there must be a formula somewhere backed by the constitution.
And the truth is, when all this money come, just like regular project now, you say you get repairs for your house and you don't, mark the amount of money where you want to do the repairs. Of course, everything will be covered in that particular list you give me. Even the workmanship of the people where they do the work to go there. So I want to believe, like you rightly asked me, I won't believe nobody say anybody go suffer for this particular thing. Everything we suppose they covered. From that 75%, everything where they need to do with that money, suppose they. Now just as we don't complain several times, we don't talk, now the greed of certain people, now they make all these kind of things happen.
So would you say our indictment is wrong?
No, it's not wrong. It's not wrong indictment. It's not wrongful indictment because now they don't say, what you ought to have done. Now you claim that you have done these things, but now it is not complete. It's like we say communication is not complete by just talking to somebody. There must be understanding and then there must be response for communication to be complete. Now for this job where the government don't give you to be complete, you don't collect the money, you don't do the job. For everything to be complete, if there is an excess, it should be returned back to the person. If you send Pikin may go buy market, you give 100 naira until you're supposed to buy 75 naira. They give and change. Even if you go dash and the change, he's supposed to bring the change, come meet you first. Say, Mommy, see the change where remain. Okay, take and buy ice cream or hold the money, or you go collect that for your hand. Either of the two. But by right And courtesy also demands that whatever is excess should be remitted to, you know, the issuer of the government, even like the government issued this particular. So to answer your question, I don't think say this indictment a wrong indictment. And of course, not only her, all the other agencies too, we just mentioned. Of course.
Because I even just say something. I read yesterday in the report, they say most of the revenue generating agencies deny the Auditor General of the Federation access to their financial books and records.
So why would that is where Wahala day? Because I know that
shows that then
she's yeah, there must be, and I don't know that if it's from her side. Because if it's from an outside, now if you come here say out of this money where they say keep to yourself, give me percentage there, they will begin to look at her. But I know that as a financial person, they tell us mathematics is about numbers. It's about numbers. They have their share the way they take calculator. She no go just think of a percentage if the percentage is not something that is backed by constitution. Now the agencies will now need to come and tell us that okay, this 75% where they say keep for yourself, how did you use it? But it's only in this country. Remember that big money we work out from central bank till today, no paper trail. If they are denying the accountant general access to your books, of course we already know what that one means.
You know what? I don't realize say for an agency to deny the Auditor General access to their financial books, it is shown that say they for law say they're not supposed to.
Yes.
Because I can imagine an agency telling the Auditor General to don't come and check my financial book. So should we amend these laws?
Of course, no be lie. In fact, it's long overdue. So many laws need amendments. So many. Now, one of the reasons why I feel say some of these laws they never amend them now because the laws they cover
they favor a lot of people.
They favor a lot of bad
people.
So
when you now bring in new people, they don't say these laws where they the people where they before me, you favor them then chop. The people before them, you favor them then chop. Why be say na my own time you walk on change? You know, na my head nine bad to chop. So that's where the problem is. We need to start from somewhere. And the problem is, say, like I've been talking yesterday, one of my lecturers for school said, politics of the belly. Chop today, forget it tomorrow day. If we continue like this, we're not setting a good foundation for our children and our children's children yet unborn. Because now everybody will come, go chop in own go. Everybody will come, chop in own go. One day, go finish, nothing go there to chop. Then the people after us go begin to hold us responsible for destroying what we're supposed to leave for them.
Very true, but because surely they give you updates concerning the indictment of the former Minister of Finance, Okonjo-Iweala.
All right, now all the time we will get on top of the show today. Very, very interesting discourse now we don't get today. And you can join us again tomorrow. We'll go day here on top of the couch for the Good Morning Nigeria show to give you all the HSRAM stories where they make rounds within the country, in Africa, and even across the world. My name now Motunde. Get better day for work.
And my name is Siriman Bernard. I said my name is Siriman Bernard. My name is Siriman Duvia. I'm so sorry.
You won't carry my name, bro.
I'm serious.
I did you.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
Bernard, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Your name is Bernard.
How did I come?
To check you after work to be sure that there's no swap.
To enjoy more of these our Ogbonge videos when you just watch, press this button to subscribe on top of our YouTube page. You go love her.